Hey guys, this is Chris from the SUMURI software team. I would like to, first of all, introduce myself because this is my first time on the podcast. My name is Chris Grettenberger, and I'm one of the software managers here with the SUMURI software team. So basically the point of making this podcast not only was to introduce you to myself and kind of, get my name out there and everything, but I also wanted to talk about RECON ITR. So there's been some pretty crazy developments with RECON ITR in the past few days, and basically it relates to the Apple silicon processors. So Apple has just recently released their M2 processor, so the second iteration of their Apple silicon processors, the M2, the newest version of the M1 essentially, that introduces a bunch of different performance enhancements as well as some security enhancements that I know a lot of people were pretty concerned about. So when the M1s first hit the shelves, a lot of people were very concerned about it because it's a huge leap from Intel to Apple silicon because of different things like the translation that was needed in order for applications to be run on it, a lot of extra security features, and basically the M2 processor had a lot of the same concerns essentially. So I wanted to make this podcast to basically address some of those, specifically about RECON ITR, because for those of you who aren't familiar with it, RECON ITR is a Mac native acquisition solution, so it's one of the ones that SUMURI kind of makes themselves and everything, and one of the things that we're really known for essentially. So it's designed to make forensically sound images of basically any Mac between, I want to say the years of 2007 to basically the latest and greatest ones, which is the topic of today's podcast. I would like to officially say that RECON ITR is now officially booting and imaging M2 Macs. So the latest and greatest Macs that have just hit the shelves and are just getting delivered. In fact, we got ours in the mail, I want to say yesterday. We actually, with the current version of RECON ITR that is released to the public, so I want to say it's 603A5, RECON ITR can boot and image those Macs with almost no issue. I don't think we even ran into any issues while we were testing it. So yeah, that's that's kind of the point of the podcast. So if you guys basically don't want to just take my word for it and you want to test it yourself and validate that what I'm saying is true, then not only can you basically boot it with the latest version of RECON ITR, but if you want to give it a shot and see if ITR can actually handle these M2 Macs or even the M1 Macs, if you guys are haven't gotten to the point of testing those as well, then we even have demo versions of RECON ITR available on our website totally free. So if you head over to, I want to say it's sumuri.com/software/recon-ITR, at the bottom of that webpage will be a demo form where after you fill out just a very short form that'll probably take you maybe 2 minutes, then we can send you an electronic copy of RECON ITR that you can download and try yourself. So what we always say around here is basically trust but verify. So definitely do your own validation and research and everything, but I think you'll be pretty pleased with what you see. So if you guys have any questions or concerns about anything that I addressed in this podcast, then definitely feel free to shoot me an email. My email is chris@sumuri.com, and even if it's not related to Mac forensics, if you just want to chat, I'm a pretty nice guy. So thank you guys for listening to my first podcast. Expect to see a couple more here soon, and again, thanks for listening, and take care and have a great rest of your day.